Yo, people, Team Talk Podcast. Myself, Samuel Law. I got Coach with me. What you saying, Coach?
I'm cool, man.
Are you really cool, though? Are you really cool?
I'm fine. Everybody else is panicking. I'm fine.
Wait, are you okay? Let's just get straight into it. Yeah, no introduction. Are you not panicking for real? Because we're both United fans here. Yeah, I'm panicking, bro.
I'm not panicking for the simple fact that our manager said in the summer that we don't get the players that we need to get for this squad, we're going to struggle. Obviously, everyone took that as, oh, you're being negative, you're being this, you're being that. But we don't know what he meant about why we're going to struggle. At the end, we all know about he needed the 5 players. But for me, I already heard it from the manager who sees the players day to day. So I'm not going to get all hysterical when it's a crisis and this. Our manager's already said it. So he said it. He knows the players better than anyone. He knows the squad better than anyone. But
the squad that he's put together, right? Or would you say
the squad that he tried to put together?
Okay, so we can see that he got the squad wrong.
No, not that. He hasn't got the squad wrong. He brought in the players that he's brought in for the last 2 years. Like I said before in the previous podcast, I think people like Lindelof and Bailly are not championship winning centre backs, but they're there to replace Smalling and Jones. We still have Smalling and Jones because the people above Mourinho cannot get rid of the players that he doesn't want. It's just as simple as that. So, and with Lukaku, I'm more than happy with Lukaku. At the end of the day, I'm more than happy with Lukaku. He's a striker that we need. We got him. Fine. Like I said, Pogba, I don't think.
So would you say that is we got like 5 or 6, if you like to call it, B side defenders. So not the.
I think we've got our B defenders. We've got our B defenders. So yes, we do have Smalling, Jones,
all B defenders.
Bailly, Lindelof. They're all B. Yeah, Rojo. I mean, I don't even count Rojo.
Yeah, but he's even there.
He's there, but I don't. But yeah,
he's another one that's gonna. I just remember he's another one that's gonna be hard to offload now.
Yeah, he's another LVG signing and whatnot. So these are all the players that are still there that you can't get rid of. But with all them,
you know what? But having said that, Wolves last week, Derby in the midweek, West Ham. I think it's fair to say that our back 4 are better than those 3 teams' back 4. Yes or no?
Yeah,
Shouldn't you have to say
on paper? Okay,
but this is what I'm saying now. Mourinho said, okay, I didn't get the players I wanted. Kind of threw his toys at the pram, telling fans, I wouldn't come and watch this, etc. But on paper, Mourinho has got a squad to work with. I don't think that he's getting the best out of this team.
But what I'm saying is that this is what Mourinho signed up for. Why he was so threw off in the summer. He didn't sign up for, this is the squad I'm here to work for. He signed up for, I'm the manager of this football club. You need Man United to get back to the pinnacle. This is what I need. So if I need Perisic, who's 29, if I need Willian, who's 29, you need to go out there and buy it. Yes, Perisic is not going to sell shirts. Yes, Willian's not going to sell shirts. But guess what? This is what I need to build this football team.
Would they do better than what? Would they have made a difference yesterday? With the way the team is playing, against West Ham, would those players you just named make a difference in that game?
Of course, because Yarmolenko is not going to be probably one-on-one with who's it? Luke Shaw. Was it Luke Shaw? That chance and stuff like that.
No, Matic was up against.
Was it Matic or whatever? He was on the right. He was always one-on-one with whoever was on that side. He wouldn't be one-on-one because you have Perisic, who has the attitude of defending and attacking. Same with Willian. You saw Willian yesterday against Liverpool. I saw time and time again he was helping Aspilicueta.
Yeah.
Double up on Mane or whoever's there.
At times he wasn't, because the commentator even did pick up on it. He said, "Oh, they're coming down the right a lot now, or the left side."
Does he do it more times than Rashford? Does he do it more than Martial? Both sides of the. Is he a seasoned professional? Willian is a seasoned professional. He's at the age where he's got that maturity, he's got that experience, he's got caps underneath his belt. He is that sort of winger that you need, and that's what you brought Mourinho for.
But wait, with Mourinho, you're saying, and I think it's fair to say he's still one of the best managers around, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
One of the most decorated managers. He's been there and done it.
Of course.
August 9th, window closes, yeah? Now, I think it's fair to say, Mourinho, you didn't get what you wanted, yeah? For whatever reason, the board haven't given you the money, the funds. This is what you have now. Should he be putting United out better in terms of games? So yesterday, You had Eric Bailly on the bench. I don't know what kind of point Mourinho's trying to prove to Bailly or the board or the fans. He's literally iced Bailly out, yeah? And he plays McTominay.
Do we know why?
In the back three of a centre back.
Do we know why?
Why what?
I'm saying, do we know why Bailly hasn't been playing?
No.
You see the last time Bailly played?
Yeah, he played in the midweek as well. He wasn't. But McTominay is not any better. But
what
you're putting a young boy in midfielder.
Listen, but what I'm trying to say, Mourinho, is these are the points that he's trying to prove. We have ended up.
It's backfiring. Whatever point he's trying to prove is backfiring.
But what I'm saying, it can backfire or whatever. But at the end of the day, the people that didn't give him what he wants, it throws up in their face. That's who I'm not going to let off the hook. Because this whole situation that's going on with Man United, I'm not going to let the board off the hook. Because one thing is going back to McTominay. McTominay, I know he is not. When everyone's fit, he is not the first teamer that everyone's thinking of. No problem whatsoever. But McTominay, when I see him play, he's a Jose Mourinho player. His attitude, the instructions that he's given, you can see that he's doing what he's doing. That goal, the third goal that who scored that? Arnautovic. That's another player, by the way, that Woodward couldn't get, but everyone was whatever. But that's another story for another day.
Would you want these kind of players at Ultra?
But once again, that's a backup. He's a backup. He's not a first teamer.
Arnautovic is not coming to sit on the bench. If you think he's going to go somewhere...
Arnautovic, if he's coming to Man United, he ain't coming with the attitude where I'm going to play every game. I will tell you that for now. If you're going to West Ham...
Then there's an issue there. He looks like a bad apple. Someone that if you don't get games...
He looks like a bad apple, but you see when Mourinho's pointing out all these players, William, Perisic, Arnautovic, these all people are quite similar players. They have big characters.
And let me ask you, just out of curiosity, these three players you've named, obviously, surely three players will have to leave. Who would you have sold for these three players?
It's not me who I.
No,
would,
obviously
I would have got rid of Mata.
I agree with that.
100%. I would have told Rashford to go to another club, not sell him.
Loan.
I would have loaned him to go and play first team football.
Yeah.
So that's already two positions gone already.
But he wanted Martial gone. I don't want Martial gone.
I'm saying everybody that backs Martial, no problems whatsoever. We know what Martial can be, but we'll be here in 3 years' time,
Never.
And we will see
with another manager.
This is what I'm saying. We will see. Nobody can tell me whether he's going to be a bust. No one can tell me whether he's going to be a sensation.
Under LVG, what was he? A bust or was he a top
Under
player?
LVG, what was the expectation? Get top 4. That was it. It wasn't to go and challenge City for the title. It was get top 4. That's why LVG was so angry. I came here, stayed with the club, got top 4, and I got sacked after winning the FA Cup.
Yeah, but in that season, he was probably our top player.
Top player, but where did that get us?
But where's he got us last season?
What I'm saying is that where did it get us?
And last season, when he was out of the team, when he was doing well, and Sanchez came in, we're no different.
Me personally, I am just looking at the person that's at the top of the tree. I'm not looking at top 4. I'm not looking at top 2. I'm looking at the person at the top of the tree. Martial had a great season under LVG. Did he get us closer to the top of the tree? No, he did not. We were still languishing in 4th and all that sort of stuff. I'm not interested in top 4. Top 4 is the only interest to the board. It shouldn't be of no.
That's our interest this season,
no, but that's my whole point. It should be no interest to anybody else. That's why the board probably right now they're going to give Mourinho time. Because guess what, Jose? If you go and get us top 4, listen, we'll somehow spin this, and maybe Pogba will leave or whatever it is. Then we're going to spin it where you can stay, because that's all they care about, the board. That's why I say I'm not off the board. I'm not on Jose's back. I'm not on Pogba's back. I'm not on anyone's back but the board. Because even right now, are you Jose in or Jose out?
You know what?
Are you Jose in or Jose out?
Let me get to it. Let me get into it, because you see yesterday, I said the players, they're not effing with Jose no more.
Okay.
So for me, and it's weird because I want him gone, but I don't want him gone now. I know that makes no sense.
No, it does. No, it does make sense.
I know that him leaving doesn't help, because who else is there
right now?
I don't want Zidane. I only want Pochettino, and I know he's not available.
Yeah.
So it's weird, because that means I'm basically saying let's keep him, even though I know we're just going to be dwindling, because we are going to dwindle.
Yeah.
That performance yesterday is the start of it.
Yeah.
That's going to come every week. If what you're saying is the board are going to let him have time, every week it's going to be that. It's going to be, we don't know whether. Listen, Mourinho bought Fred, right? He plays 3 defensive midfielders in midfield yesterday. We're not playing Barcelona or Real Madrid or Man City, someone that's going to have the ball. We're playing West Ham. Why are you setting the team up that way?
But you know,
that's what I'm saying. I know you're saying you're sympathetic, but bro,
this is why
tactically,
this is why it's very hard to like. This is why the divide comes in with Man United fans. I can clearly see that formation. He's playing 3 at the back, 3 defensive, let's say centre midfielders or whatever it is. Even though it looks like Fellaini, the way he's been playing for us, he's more of an attacking midfielder right now than defensive. But that's neither here or there. You've got Shaw that's supposed to be attacking. You got Young that's supposed to be attacking.
Get Young, he's
no,
not
but
attacking.
you can say whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the formation and the players he put out. Then you've got the 2 up front. Like he said in his interview, I put Martial up front because
another thing.
Martial does not want to track back. So guess what, Martial? I'm going to put you up front where you want to play. I'm not going to put you up front by yourself. So you say you never got no service. I'm going to put you up front.
Yeah, I wanted Martial to do all yesterday, man.
But he didn't cut it. So guess what I'm going to do, Martial? Because you don't track back, I have to make sure that if Luke Shaw's attacking, one of them 3 defensive midfielders can get over to Luke Shaw's position. If Ashley Young is attacking, as he should be, I'm going to make sure one of them 3 defensive midfielders or whatever it is gets out and covers Ashley Young's position. That's how I'm looking at it tactically. But as soon as people look at the team sheet, oh, that's negative.
No. Because I thought, you know what? We might as well. When I saw the lineup, I thought, I don't know what he's trying to do here. Because I was trying to make sense of it. I said to myself, I don't know what he's trying to do here, but I'm all for it. I don't know.
On that team sheet, I saw 5 attacking players. I saw Shaw. That's best attributes attacking.
Oh,
it's not defending. You know, but
this
it's not.
This
is my whole point about we got to look deep into the situation instead of just these are the 11 players. Why is he playing this person? It's too defensive. I'm looking at Shaw as an attacking player. I'm looking at Young as an attacking player because you got the people at the back to cover you if you want to attack. Pogba. I'm looking at Pogba as an attacking player. I'm looking at Martial as an attacking player, and I'm looking at Lukaku.
Well, whatever.
If you 5 can't get the job done against West Ham. There you go. But I know it's all going to fall back on the manager.
It has to, though.
But once again, I'm not going to come off this thing about the board. That's why I asked you, are you Mourinho out or Mourinho in? Which one are you right now?
As of right now, the day after West Ham?
Yeah.
I'll say Mourinho in. I'm not gonna press the panic button just yet.
Yeah.
But the writing looks like it's on the wall. It looks like the players are not giving 100%. Like, the game after the game, Rio and I think Jermaine Genius was on the panel.
Yeah.
And they said it. They said this is like, and the thing is, let's just take Mourinho away. Let me look at the players for a second. As a player, a professional player, it's your duty to play for the badge. You're getting paid. Yeah, you should put 100% in.
That's wrong, but go on.
Why don't you?
These guys don't support Man United.
No, but they're paying your wages. You can't give 80.
The employees. That's we can't. I don't expect these players to do that. What I expect for them to do is being as a professional footballer to play for pride for yourself.
No, that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah.
Not the badge, not the team you play for, because you don't support that club.
Yeah.
So my natural aim is not for you to. You got to wear for the badge. It's us fans that.
Yeah, we put the weight on the back. Yeah. But so as a professional footballer, you play for your pride. Like, surely they've all got social media, they've all got TVs, they've all got radios.
Yeah.
They must be hearing the abuse they're getting.
Yeah.
From every angle.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know where it starts from. Like, it's like literally chicken and egg. I know it started from the board, but where we are right now, I don't know where we go from here. Where do we actually go from here?
Me, personally, I just say let's stick with it until, once again, I'm going back to my point, until the board comes out and clearly says, you players can do whatever you're doing and whatnot, but this manager here is staying. At the end of the day, he's staying and we are backing the manager. Or it's a, Jose, thank you for everything that you've done for us, but it looks like the players are not really playing for you. Paul Pogba, what manager would you like to get us in next? That's what you do. But guess what? What are the board doing right now? Because they've just announced that we've got record revenues. We don't want to really touch Mourinho. And then we got record revenues. We don't really want to sell Pogba because maybe he's the one that's bringing. This is the problem with the board. They're just fencing on the middle. Instead of saying, this is the manager, this who's going to be in charge. You players need to deal with it, or let us know and you can walk out the door. Because we want Man United players. I would like that. I would like that.
Can I ask why you want that?
But to me, because I like a man. Right now we're in a stage where I want us to back a man like Mourinho. Because I feel the change. He's been there nearly 3. This will be his first season. If you look at the first 2 years, he kind of gave those 2 years away in terms of I need to build a squad. I need to look at what's going on. If we can win a trophy,
gave it away or taken?
No, not gave it away. But he never went for the whole we're ready for the title.
Oh yeah, kept on downplaying
it. But I feel that the 5 names that he gave Woodward this season was this is my 3rd season. We need to push. Now we see what Man City the standards are. We need to push. Cool, you can't get me my players in the second season like Man City could get Pep. I'm going to wait to the third season. Once it hits the third season, I need these 5 players so we can go strong. But you didn't want to get those 5 players. You said the players we have already are good enough. No problem whatsoever. And that's when the frustration starts coming out. That's when it starts coming out. Because that's like Mourinho pointing out problems that he knows are going to happen in September. But we're in July. He's pointing out the problems on tour. I know what's going to happen. And I'll tell you one thing that hasn't helped Mourinho. And no one's even clocked this. There's a difference between Paul Pogba when Zlatan was there and when Zlatan's not there. I've seen that.
Yeah.
So now, because Zlatan's not
Pogba's
there,
part of his show
Pogba
more.
feels like I am the guy here.
Yeah.
When Zlatan was there,
He still behaved
Pogba was
himself.
just, I'll do my thing. Because Zlatan is Mourinho's right-hand man.
Yeah.
And he will go up to Pogba and say, listen, you ain't done what I have done
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
game and been where I've been.
Oh, that makes sense.
And this guy won us the treble at Inter Milan. You need to start.
This guy's a World Cup winner though, Pogba.
Listen, the
Let's not get it twisted.
Listen, the World Cup winner is France. You're a legend in France. That's what you are. You're a legend in France. Can we cut that straight out? Who's played the tournament?
Modric, I think.
Was it Modric or Hazard?
No, what played the tournament? No, Modric got that.
Modric got player of the tournament.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Did he win it?
No.
Then Pogba didn't win it. He didn't get player of the tournament, so it must have been your team that did. You didn't get play. You didn't get
They
player
scored
of
in the
the.
final, man.
But listen, what I'm saying is that's France. This is what I'm saying.
With
You
Pogba,
got
yeah.
Varane behind you.
With Pogba, that actually, I didn't think of that. Because even like, if you clock that certain post-match interviews when it's Pogba and Ibra, you could
humble.
always tell that, you could tell
he
that
was the big guy.
you couldn't really back that Ibra like that.
Yes,
I didn't think of that.
He was the big. So that's where Mourinho's probably been disappointed of someone like Zlatan getting his injury, because he probably would have gave him another year, even if he was
Just
coming off
to
the
be
bench or
thereabouts.
whatever. But just you need them characters in your dressing room, and that is what the Williams, Perisic, even Arnautovic, whatever it was, they would have been bigger personalities. Say, Pogba, you're not doing your job.
They wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No one there
But
would
this
have
is-
come in
but
and
this
said
is-
that to
But
Pogba.
what I'm saying is that Pogba has no one to answer to in that dressing room.
Alright, so wait, with Pogba, yeah. So wait, are you saying this whole thing in terms of like the board and everything is the board? It falls on the board.
Oh, falls on the board.
So you're not putting any blame on Mourinho.
No blame on Mourinho, no blame on Pogba.
Alright, let's talk about what happened in midweek, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so United are losing to Derby. Well, they're winning first of all.
Yeah.
Pogba puts a Instagram post that with him, Luke Shaw, and Andres Pereira. Yeah, it's 1-0 at the time. Obviously Derby get back in it, and then it goes to penalties. Pogba and his guys leave before the full-time whistle. Obviously, from what I've been told, is when you're in the Old Trafford, the Wi-Fi signal's poor. So whatever video you uploaded after. All right, 15 minutes is what the media get in terms of training. So they have access for 15 minutes, then they have to bounce. Yeah. Mourinho surely knows the cameras are there.
Oh, he knows.
Tell me his thinking behind what he did on
I'll
Wednesday.
tell you his thinking behind it. What how I'm assessing it. You know the cameras are there. That's number one. Number two, he's probably so disgusted with all this stuff that's always in the media.
Why is he not discussing with himself first of
No,
all?
but this is where we have
For
to.
getting out and
This is where
penalties.
we have to take the whole emotion out of just going at Mourinho because you don't like him.
I don't even- I like Mourinho. That's why it's so painful for me.
But what I'm saying is that I'm telling about the situation. So he's gone in there. Pogba knows the cameras are there too, by the way. That's why he's jogged out on I'm going to pretend like I'm one of the team. And I'm going to jog out there. High five to everyone. Yo, I'm ready to train. Mourinho caught him off guard. Because I think Mourinho done that outburst in front of the cameras because of what Pogba keeps doing. When your agent comes out and talks about Paul Scholes and all that stuff, you don't say nothing. Then you come out and talk about we must attack in when we played at Old Trafford. But you're the one that lost the ball on the halfway line. No. You lost the ball on the halfway line. Not only that, you lost the ball on the halfway line. You weren't even the first one to win the ball back. You were one of the last people in the camera shot when Wolves scored, but you lost the ball. So where was you in that 5-second spell when you lost the ball? Okay. So now he's put it out there.
But that didn't work. That backfired
It
made him look so bad.
But I'm saying in terms of Pogba and Mourinho's relationship, I'm not saying what he did was good. I'm saying what he did was calculated, because one thing Pogba did not clock, and you tell by Pogba's face expression when he looked at Mourinho, he was caught totally off guard. And what happened was, what I was hoping Pogba and what he should have done, he should have just had the gesture of, Okay, boss, no problem. I see what you're saying. I'm gonna go off and train. What did Pogba do?
He started talking about
The notion of how Pogba is like, oh, he's a this in the dressing room. He's looking at his face like, what?
Yeah,
what you saying, Mourinho? No, that's not what happened, Rare. So now that notion is now out there
That
about
Pogba
Pogba. Is this how you are in the dressing room when the cameras are not there? This is what Jose is trying to show us. So Jose knows exactly what he's doing. Whether he's wrong, he doesn't care. It's just that I want to show you what I have to deal with behind closed doors. So when you guys keep talking about, I need to keep this behind the camera, I need to talk to him, I need to bring him to my office, this is what I'm getting. This is the attitude I'm getting. And Paul Pogba fell for it. Because I'll tell you one thing about Paul Pogba that he has not realised. You're trying to do the hip-hop black thing in this European industry. It's not going to work unless you are winning. Unless you are winning football matches. Nobody wants to see you in the box with all your white exclusive tracksuit with your hoodie up and rare. That is not a good look for you. Because this is not France. You're a legend in France. You're not a legend at Old Trafford. That's what you have to understand. The team is not doing well. And you're one of the inconsistent players. Even though you're one of the top players, you're still inconsistent for the talent that you've got.
Supposedly, when he came off yesterday, because we'll get to that as well. You watched the match, yeah?
Yeah,
Watched
yeah.
that match. When you got taken off, supposedly a large section of United fans were like sarcastically applauding it, saying, "Get out," and stuff.
But why are they doing that? Because of the video that they saw. That is why they're doing that, because they saw the reaction of Pogba when your manager has pulled
Even though he wasn't in the wrong though.
But what I'm saying is that we don't even know
He posted that video before they were losing.
But what I'm saying is that whether you posted it or whatever, you was wrong or right and whatnot, you know the cameras are there. This is what I'm saying. Jose's dealt with professionals like Ronaldo and Ramos. I think people forget about all this stuff. He's a seasoned professional at these things. So when he knows the cameras are there for 15 minutes, he knows what's about to be seen. He knows it. You think he doesn't know it? But what happened is that Pogba knew it too. He came out there and was caught off guard. But because Pogba's nature is very defensive and I want to get back at you.
But shouldn't it be though?
It should be, but guess what? Because of the perception of you, Pogba, especially in this country, the perception of, there's a lot of jealousy and hate with Pogba.
Yeah. 100%.
The hip hop thing and rare dabbing and all that. People in this country, they don't like that sort of thing unless you are winning. Unless you are winning.
Even if you're winning,
matches.
they have something to say.
This is what I'm saying. But at least if you're winning football matches, that's how you shut them up.
Yeah, he shut them up the World Cup. That's what I was so happy for him.
That's what. There you go on the world stage.
But then come to Old Trafford now, new fresh start, and Mourinho saying, "Oh yeah, he has to get the best out of himself." Mourinho, you said he's a seasoned vet, yeah. In our team right now, there's players that don't F with Mourinho. Do you think Pogba is like the spokesperson for a section of the dressing room?
Pogba's the biggest player at the club, commercially.
No, I mean in terms of, do you think there's other people other guys in that dressing room that don't F with Mourinho, and Pogba's like their sort of microphone?
Maybe,
so
but I'm sure there's players in that dressing room that don't mess with Pogba either. That don't like his persona. That don't like you're coming on this flashy thing. As soon as we lose or whatever it is, you're up on Instagram promoting something else and blah. We're losing, bruv. We're losing. And you're out there being flashy and all that. Some people don't like that part of it. But there's some people in that dressing room, maybe the Lingards and all these guys that love dancing with him and all that. They're on his side. So they understand the work he puts in or whatever. And he's just expressing himself as a human. I've got no problem with what Pogba does. But what sometimes I would like Pogba to do is understand the industry that he's in. And I think he's very naive to the industry that he's in. He thinks he can win the World Cup with France and everything's going to be better. The France, that's just a 1 month competition. We're talking about 8-9 month season.
Marina did say that as well.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about 8-9 month season where you have to understand what's going on. I know you're French, but in this industry, you're African. And you've got to understand that, Pogba. Yeah? Doing the hip hop. This is not the NBA or the NFL or whatever it is where if you don't win the Super Bowl, you don't win the NBA championship, it's still cool. You still promote your thing because can only be one winner. But in this country, in European football, because he said he wants to win the Ballon d'Or, the top honours and all that sort of stuff. Look what Modric is doing. Yeah. But guess what? If I was starting the team, would I pick Modric over Pogba? No way. No way. Because he doesn't have the attributes that Pogba has. He doesn't have the all-round game that Pogba has. But look at how Modric. You know
what? Modric is.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't have the attributes.
He doesn't have.
But he's in some solid form where he's one of the best CMs right now.
But I think with him, he needs He needs people around him to make him better. I think with Pogba,
who did he have in the Croatia team that made him so much better? He carried that team.
But that Croatia team was a good team. It wasn't like it was a bunch of. It was a good team at the end of the day. So.
Oh man, United. I don't even know. Like literally, our next game is who is it? Newcastle at home. That's Rafa Benitez. That's just a tricky one. If we lose that, at Old Trafford, because we've been messing up at Old Trafford as well. I thought our away form was gonna carry us. Yesterday, obviously dispelled that. If we lose against Newcastle, what happens then? Do you still say carry on? Well, like I've 10 points off.
I've said really, I'm Jose in, and it's not going to change.
Do you like the football that Mourinho plays?
This is what I'm trying to say about the whole football thing and whatnot. Jose just needs his players.
What's our style of play? Let me ask you. No.
But this is what I'm saying. What is Tottenham's style of play?
I couldn't describe it, but I know they do have a.
What's Liverpool's style of play?
No, they press from the front.
They press from the front. What have they won? What's Tottenham won? I'm not interested in the style of play because everybody wants to copy Man City. I'm not interested.
No. But before Man City, United had a style of play.
What was the style of play? The boring LVG stuff that everyone's complaining about.
Before, like we had an attacking style of play.
What, Fergie?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a different.
So my point is like, I'm not saying Mourinho changed your way, but if you can see that even this defensive style is not working.
Well, what I'm saying is that this guy's coming to the Premier League. No matter what we want to say about is the past or whatever it is, look at the two Chelsea teams that had Robin and Duff on the wings. They were potent with Drogba in middle. They were potent. When he came back to Chelsea, when everyone's talking about this Hazard, look at Hazard with his freedom right now. Oh my days, look what Hazard's doing. What was Hazard winning before Jose came? He weren't winning nothing. When Jose came, he made him a champion. And after that, Hazard's just kicked on from there. He's kicked on. So what it is that we can't just disrespect Mourinho because I'm about winning trophies. I don't know about other people and style of play and philosophy and this, that and the other. If you're playing Man City, that's the only team I rate because they do their own style and they win. They collect trophies. Liverpool don't want to hear about them. Tottenham don't want to hear about them. Arsenal, I certainly don't want to hear about them.
These teams are naming, they're looking to finish above us.
Yeah, they're looking to finish above us. But what I'm saying is that it always comes back to the board. Board, you want top four. And if you don't get top four, plus you have a little rift between Mourinho and Pogba, there you go. But what are you going to do? I'm waiting for the board. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm not waiting for Pogba. I'm not waiting for Jose. I'm waiting for the board to show us to make a decision. Pogba, we're going to get rid of Mourinho because you're our star asset. What manager would you like us to get in? And when we start asking players for what managers they want in, we are in big trouble. And that is why I'm Jose in. That is why. Not because I think Jose is best for the job or whatever it is. If there's some manager that comes up after his fourth season or whatever it is and we think he's better, then fair enough. I don't think Zidane's the answer.
No, neither
That's
do
me.
I.
I just don't think this whole Zidane wave that's going on and all that sort of stuff.
That's just a reaction. That's just panic. Everyone's just panicking. They want Jose out and they just want to get someone in.
Jose had the same players that Zidane had and whatever, and won the first La Liga in like 8 years and broke that little chain that Guardiola had on the Spanish league with that Barcelona team. Scored the most goals ever in a single season.
They didn't win the Champions League though.
He didn't win the Champions League, but that's what I'm saying. But that's Zidane's claim to fame. The Champions League, a cup competition. A cup competition.
No, the hardest cup competition.
It's not the hardest cup competition because if it was the hardest, why didn't Real Madrid within that 8 years beat Barcelona to the title? If that was the hardest, if La Liga was the easiest, because it's a grind that season. Yeah, the league is always harder.
You can't lie over 38 games.
Yeah, that's why even Pep said it about Man City. He said I always pick the league over Champions League. Yeah, you would like to win the Champions League.
He's lying, man. Nah, he's what it is.
What it is. The cup competition, Champions League, is always a toss up. You can play great football and all that stuff, finish second in your group against another hard team. Next thing you know, you got Real Madrid in the last 16.
Yeah.
It's just the luck of the draw sometimes. It's just the luck of the draw.
We'll get off the United subject, but yeah, man. Oh.
So you Jose in or out?
Bro, I don't know, Maggie. I can't.
You sound like you want to be in.
No. I want to be in because I want the stability, yeah? I don't want to turn like Chelsea where we're just getting rid of managers like reaction, but I'm not happy with United. I don't enjoy watching them. I don't enjoy how we've just become a soap opera where every team just tunes into us. Like, we're just clickbait now. Every article, every platform, we're there. Some sort of new stories come out. I don't like that. So I'm not gonna answer yet, but ask me next week Newcastle, because I'm done if we're at, Nah, seriously.
Okay, fair enough. Me, I'm gonna be Josie.
Yeah, you're riding.
Onto the board, make a decision. I'm just waiting for the board. That's what I'm waiting for.
Nah, I hear you. It makes sense about the board.
Yeah,
It does. I'm not happy with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about Liverpool actually. So they were flying high. You watched the match yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were flying high, and then Chelsea, who have been going about business quietly, I have to say, because everyone was saying City and Chelsea, City and Liverpool for the title, but Sarri is someone that's come in, and the players have definitely fed into his philosophy. And they're playing for him. There's a new style as well. It seems like slowly but surely they're getting there as well. So Liverpool drew. Daniel Sturridge equalised. Let's talk about Mo Salah quickly. I want to talk about Mo Salah. I don't know, is it? How obviously the big debate was, is he going to be able to reproduce this form again next season? What do you think of him so far this season?
Well, he started off quiet, but it's going to be like that. He had a wonder season.
Yeah.
To keep that standard up as a attacking wing or whatever he is, attacking forward, it's going to be hard. Plus, people are going to be keyed on him a bit more. People are going to game plan for him a bit more now.
Yeah,
whereas last season, it was a bit of the off the cuffs that we don't really know what Mo Salah's on. And he just kept on kicking on, scoring goals and whatnot. But I think now
the pressure's on him as well now from Liverpool fans.
Exactly.
Because bring us a title now.
It's not even a title. They need a trophy. I don't think they necessarily need a title. I think they need a trophy to say that this is how we're steadily. Because that's what all the top managers do. They win the Carabao Cups or whatever, but they're out of that. So right now, they lost to Chelsea.
Oh, I was about to say, I think they'll win the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, no. They're out of that. I
was just saying, I think
that Hazard piece of magic that he did there. Yeah.
Oh, Hazard.
Yeah, so they're out of that. So to me, they got to win the FA Cup or the title, which is the pressure's on. Because like I said, we get to the end of the season, no one can't tell me nothing about Klopp and all these people and this great football and they press and all that. You're not winning nothing. At the end of the day, you're coming up with the same results United are coming with, but you're playing better football. Oh, wonderful, great. Who's that suit? Don't suit no one. I need trophies.
The fans, but it doesn't suit the fans. But the fans are at least watching the team, tuning in, knowing they're going to watch a good game.
There ain't no trophies going on. There's no celebration. Just go on your summer break, come back again.
They might go for FA Cup.
But in terms of Salah, what you're saying, Salah has had a quiet start. But I just think people have been able to key in on him.
Do you reckon he can overcome that and deliver for Liverpool?
Well, of course he can deliver, man. Of course he's a top player right now, and he can definitely deliver. But I think what it is with that front three that they have.
Well, Liverpool
they don't have. Neither one of those players can do it on their own. That's what I think. I think they all need to complement each other to open up the game for each other. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Like you can't just give it to him and then it's like Bale, Ronaldo, and Benzema when they're playing up front. They don't necessarily have to complement each other because Ronaldo can do his own thing, kind of. Bale can kind of do his own thing or whatever it is, and Benzema does what he does. But I think with Firmino, Mane and Salah, they have to work
as a unit,
as a quartet for them to open up and deliver the goals for each other and stuff like that. I don't think it's give the ball to Mane, go on Mane, beat two people, and they have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Do you reckon?
Because that front three has been challenged by I'd like to say challenged, but Sturridge and Shaqiri are the other two options. Yeah, Shaqiri came on yesterday. Sturridge came on and scored. Do you reckon that front three that they got, that's just the main front three? No one's coming.
Yeah, that's the front three. That's the main front three. Because when everyone's on form,
good options to have though.
Yeah, good options to have. I think Sturridge is a good option. I mean, I think he can walk into certain people's first teams right now, and whatnot. But in terms of Shaqiri, he's been around. He's a journeyman. He still ain't. Maybe this is the club where he solidifies his sort of top talent or whatever. Because he's been here, there, and everywhere. He's been to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. Didn't cut the grade there. So hopefully this will be him this season because he's got the talent.
What do you think about Chelsea?
Chelsea are just Chelsea, man. Like Sarri.
It seems like Chelsea, they'll one season they'll fall off. That same the next season they'll challenge.
This is why when people when we was going back to talk about Mourinho and they're trying, look what he did to Chelsea, he took them to 13th, then got sacked, whatever. But these same players done the same thing to Conte.
That's what's weird, isn't it?
They just do what it is. Chelsea are just, if you're not doing well, we just get rid of you. There's no chance to get out of it or anything like that. We'll just pay you off, get a new manager. So right now, Sarri is on the honeymoon phase right now. That's what it is. Oh, it's wonderful.
He's going for the Conte.
Yeah, and all that. It's like, okay, next season, when the pressure's on to actually win something, if they don't win something this year, that's when it really starts, basically. And I doubt Hazard will be there next season as well.
Oh, you don't think Hazard will be there next season?
I think Real Madrid lined him up already.
Hazard looks like he's playing for that move because The guys is moving top form, man.
I think they've lined up that move.
You reckon?
I think so. I think he was supposed to go this summer, but because Quartar went, I don't think Chelsea didn't let both of them go.
Yeah, that would be
So
crazy.
I think the following season is probably a gentleman's agreement that he should go, and that's the next level for him anyway. He's a Real Madrid player.
Yeah,
that's the next level for him, I think anyway.
Arsenal, what? So Ramsey, yeah. So it came out this week that Ramsey, Arsenal withdrew their offer, yeah, for a new contract, and then supposedly he was a captain yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
What's going on with Arsenal for them to do that? First of all, why do you think? Because some Arsenal fans were saying, you know what, I'm happy that the board are actually moving this way. I think it was Ian Wright that said it as well. He said, you know what?
Yeah, I heard him say
I'm happy that the board are moving this way. Now they're taking the offers back, saying if you're not complying, if you don't want to be here or you're not performing, give one of those reasons, you're not going to get a contract. Whereas it was just like a default before.
I don't know. From what I'm seeing, it looks like that quartet remember that English British core that they had a big picture with.
Yeah.
It's like they're just getting rid of them one by one. It just looks like they're getting rid of them one by one. That's what it looks like. Who's
the board or Emery don't want him?
I don't think Emery has that much say. Emery's a head coach. He's not making decisions like that. He's gonna be given what he's given the Arsenal way, because that's why the Dortmund guys have come in. And he's the head coach, and he's going to have to work with what he's working. He might put in his 2 cents, like, I need this sort of player. But they will go and find that player as to what suits them and the price.
What's that? Is that director? Is that what do you call them people?
I don't know, director, head of recruitment, whatever.
I think that's what they're asking for at United now. I think that's a sort of
they're asking for that about United, but I don't know if they're going to get that, because that makes more confusion. Now, instead of us having a manager, we have head coaches and all that. Yeah. That makes it worse.
But so yeah, Ramsey. So where can he go though? I was thinking about it. Yeah, where would Ramsey actually go?
Well, these people they're not.
Because what they might do is in January he might go.
What it is, they're not dumb. His agent's not dumb. He's put him on the market, and he's put a price on him. If Arsenal can pay it, cool. If they can't, somebody else will pay it.
Who's someone else though?
We don't know who that someone else is.
Because I don't know. United was linked to him last time, and Chelsea was.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that we don't know, but the agent knows. So and Aaron knows as well. Yeah,
but if it's speculation, where do you think he'll fit in? Who would want him?
I don't know.
It's not Tottenham, obviously.
I don't know. This is what I'm saying. But on a free transfer, there are clubs that might come in for you.
I think United just out of just
maybe United.
But that's what. Oh.
But this is what I'm saying. Maybe United, but we don't know. But I'm just saying that he's not going to go into negotiations, turn down these deals without knowing that there's another deal there. And what the problem is with Arsenal is that it's the Ozil's contract that's caused the friction.
Yeah.
So because you're giving Ozil that much,
350, right?
And he's strolling around, you know what I'm saying, swanning around and whatever he's doing, and you got Ramsey probably thinking, yo, I'm working harder than him. I'm banging in goals too. I'm giving the assists. I've been there, the longevity, the loyalty, the loyalty that I've given this club, and it's probably my last big contract. So
how old is Ramsey?
What are you gonna?
27 or something.
27 or something like that. Yeah. But either way, it's gonna be his last big, because he's not blessed with speed or nothing like that. So he's not gonna get faster. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get slower as he gets older. So this is his last big contract. So if you're giving Ozil the reported 350, he's looking at least 250. He's looking at least 250.
And I think rightly so.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Rightly so.
This is what I'm saying. But Arsenal right now, the way they're moving, it's like, listen, we got rid of Jack, we'll get rid of you too. It's not a problem.
Yeah, they've got to.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of you. We're not really fussed about what you're doing. We'll just get rid of you.
What do you think Arsenal? What do you think would be a good season for Arsenal? Because I think they might go for Europa. You know, I think Emery's won it before with Sevilla.
I said at the beginning, it's got to be Europa Cup for Arsenal. It's got to be Europa Cup. Forget all that top four and all that sort of stuff and that whole small club mentality. Top four, leave that for the Tottenhams and all that sort of stuff.
And the Man United.
Yeah, well, not Man United. Listen, like I said,
that's what it's looking
like. If it's not title for me, it's bust. So right now it's looking like a bust for United.
Oh, that's
simple.
A shame. We've just gone back again.
So
step back
with Arsenal, it should be Europa. I think that should be over top four, because once again, you kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah,
you get Champions League and you get a cup. So, and he's notorious at winning that cup.
Yeah.
So they should really go for that. That's what I think they should go for. But we'll see. I mean, they've had a good run of games since the two first ones. Yeah, they've had and they've taken care of the games that they've had to.
Because if that was us, we wouldn't. Yeah,
they've taken care of the games that they've had to.
Yeah, Watford. I was at Emirates when Watford played them a couple of seasons ago, and Watford bullied them.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
There you go. They just got the win. That's all you need. The 3 points.
Who won the FIFA awards? Was it Modric that won it?
I think Modric won the Puskas something.
Nah, Salah got the goal of the.
Oh, that was the.
The
I
goal
know.
was
Thing won. I know. That's why Cristiano didn't want to turn up or something like that.
FIFA awards. Who got it?
Oh, there, right. What's that? Mo Salah.
No, he didn't. He didn't win it.
What's the Puskas?
Oh yeah, Puskas was the goal or the
goal. Okay.
Yeah. But I think Modric got it.
Modric in.
Yeah.
I think Modric did win the award.
Yeah, Modric won it, innit?
Yeah, that's why I think they didn't come in. I think that's why Cristiano didn't come into the awards and nothing like that, which he deserved it. No one can't really say he hasn't deserved it. He's been a catalyst for Real Madrid and whatnot, so he's definitely deserved it. And that's what I said. Players like Pogba who can learn from. They can learn from people like Modric.
Seriously,
Modric is playing the game.
Yeah.
He's just going about his business. But that's the level that Pogba could be reaching up to easily.
But we've seen that Pogba can reach that level.
But once again, people say that he can reach that level, but they're basing it off Juventus.
No, I'm basing it off the World Cup that a couple months ago.
No. We can't get fat with this World Cup thing. Look at the
guy was tracking back. No, I'm talking about the defensive responsibilities.
Okay, he was
you see how you said he lost the ball?
But why was he tracking back? Because
I think because of Deschamps. No, that's why.
Yeah, Deschamps.
I think Deschamps. Also, he believed what he was.
But also, you're gonna have players to answer to. Guys like Kante have had the best 4 years in football you can ever even dream of. You got answered to him. Matuidi, big character players. You got Varane there. You got Griezmann. There's big characters in that squad. So you're not just gonna waltz around like you're Pogba doing your flashy stuff. But United, who's gonna tell me nothing? McTominay. Is that who's gonna tell me something?
You're not looking at the team, yeah. Who's the leader in Man United?
We don't have leaders.
It's so sad to see.
Which is why when Jose says, "Get my players in that I need," because I need leaders. But I knew it was going to take me about 3 years. But now you've just done the 360 on me, and you're telling me I should just work with these players. But we've lost big characters like Zlatan. We've lost him who can keep people like Pogba in that pocket where he needs to focus on football. And we don't have those characters. There's no leaders in that team there. There's no leaders whatsoever. Pogba's not a leader.
Yeah, I think
Pogba's not a leader.
But wait, so I mean, look at the video in the World Cup when he was talking to the teammates.
We can all do that. We can all do that. Get in a dressing room.
No. But they believe in him.
Yeah,
they love him.
Listen, they could believe in him, loving him, all that.
And
wait, this you're talking about France.
No. Even in Manchester United, this team right now, there are players that, trust me, look up to Pogba.
They look up to him, but right now, Pogba, you're just inconsistent at club level. You ain't showing us yet. This is what I'm trying to say. And guess what, Pogba, as well? When your agent is coming out and speaking, you're not saying nothing. He's just saying whatever he wants to say about a club legend. And you're not saying nothing. So you think you're that big. You think you're that big yet that your agent can come out and start talking to Paul Scholes like that and you're not going to say nothing. Okay, cool. No problem. You just kind of lost my respect there.
Yeah, a lot of United fans, from what I hear, man, they're not happy with Pogba. They want him gone.
They're not happy because they've seen top players leave under Fergie. They've seen top players leave. We're talking about the Roy Keanes.
Yeah, but they left when we were winning.
I said, yeah, we were winning and all that sort of stuff.
Pogba leaving now,
guess what?
It's tragic.
But the notion at the club was they know who's in charge. And if you don't like it,
for real.
You can go.
Yeah. The manager, I've said it. This is what I'm saying. You asked me if I'm Mourinho out. I'm sorry to keep on going back. I would only be Mourinho out when I know that it's bait, the players, they're not playing for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the first signs for me was West Ham.
And that's why I'm waiting for the board. That's
cool.
what I'm waiting for. I'm not waiting for.
Cool.
Mourinho's not going to resign. You think I'm stupid enough to resign and give out all that money?
He's going to get that.
I'm not doing that. But if you want to sack me, go ahead.
That's fine, yeah.
And then you ask Paul Pogba who wants his next manager. No problem, man. See how far you get with that. And then when Pogba leaves, yeah.
That would be so mad.
When
Both
he leaves,
of them gone.
which is already engineering a move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
already.
he's trying to engineer a move because he thinks Mourinho's staying probably. I think he would stay if he knew that Mourinho was gone. A lot of players will stay. But yes, what is there any more football stuff? Because I want to talk about boxing quickly. Yeah, I know you didn't watch the Callum Smith fight versus George Groves, but Teddy Atlas was on Joe Rogan's podcast. Yeah, this was it last week or this week, and one of the topics that came up was Tyson. Yeah, and obviously Teddy Atlas has got a
Tyson.
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Okay, yeah, cool.
You know, obviously, Teddy Atlas has seen his career from the jump.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, custom art and that. He said, Tyson. He said, okay, I don't want to come across like I'm kind of like hating or just to try and understand what I'm trying to say. Tyson, when you really think about it, was 0 for 5, meaning that he didn't win a fight. He lost 5, and his reasoning behind it was that every time Tyson was dealt with, like, you know, someone fighting back, not where that they were intimidated or the fight was already won before the bell, like mismatches and that, he lost all of them. Like, he didn't have the heart. Just I like.
But Teddy Atlas, sometimes I can't take his opinion on Tyson seriously because of what happened between his niece and Tyson.
Yeah, he threatened him with a gun, isn't it?
Yeah, and all that sort of stuff. So there's also personal stuff there. But in terms of what he's saying, listen, Tyson was a kid off the street. He was just a kid off the street that was just knocking people out. He got a bit brushed up, went for the world titles and all that. And obviously when money came, he kind of went downhill from there. So he was never that pure boxer. He just got found off the street, and all his anger was put into boxing. He was just an angry person who just took it out on people. But obviously, if you're a boxer, you're also in there in the fight game as well. So if you're not scared of your opponent or whatever, you've got a good chance of winning yourself, especially in the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division, you don't have to be the most skilled person. You just got to have that punch.
Yeah.
Once you have that punch, that's what happens. But with Tyson, I just know with him growing up, as soon as he got the money, the girls, he just went sideways.
He got open.
He just got opened up
to another life.
He just got opened up and just fell for.
So do you? Because when he said that, you know what? Even though I disagreed, I thought, every time Tyson came up against someone that fought back here, it's like he was like, rah, this opponent has got past my kind of bravado or my onslaught, and now I've got a fight, and then he lost those fights. Yeah, so it made me think like.
But I know Tyson, it was always the out of the ring stuff that affected the stuff in the ring, because he used to always have that. He was sharp. He was sharp in his edges. It wasn't just about going forward and just swinging and whatnot. Yeah. He had that head movement. He had this. It was sharp, but it's just that when he connected with you, the fight was over.
Yeah.
So before we even know what you can do, the fight is already over. So you couldn't even connect with him to say, oh, is he's chin or whatever. But once the girls and the disc got involved and all that, then he just brought it into the ring. And when you're a fighter, everything needs to be clear in your mind. You can't have worrying about this girl on the side watching you and all that. Yeah. But that's it.
Probably like 2 girls on the side.
Yeah, and all that sort of. It's done. It's finished. So mentally, you can't be thinking about other stuff. So
would he go down as one of the greatest heavyweights?
Of course, no doubt about it.
Youngest heavyweight, right?
Yeah, youngest heavyweight champion. No one can't take anything away from Mike Tyson for what he did. At the end of the day, cannot take it away from him. No way.
Anyway, alright. So that's another week, guys. Coach, thank you for joining us.
No problem.
What was I gonna say? Oh, you know what? Before we get out of here, that's it. So so shout out to the Team Talk football show. If you haven't watched that, guys, go to YouTube, TeamTalkTV. We have a football show every week hosted by Dapo. This week we had striker ex Ghana international Christopher Dixon on with Russ, and then we were talking about Triple S, which was one segment of the show that we always do. This week we had Triple S is basically start, sub, and sell. Yeah. So this week we had Didier Drogba, Thierry Henry, and Samuel Eto'o. So let me ask you.
That's an easy one. That's not even. I don't know why people. I saw that thing.
Did you see how long it took them to answer?
That's just so easy. You start Henry, you sub Eto'o, and you sell Drogba. It's just not. Why? It's not an issue. If you just look at the individual and their body of work.
No. So the way the stipulation was one off big game. That's what it was. He said one off big game.
That's even easier.
Drogba scored in so many finals.
Listen, Drogba scored in so many finals. All that sort of stuff. But also we have to understand the team was made around Drogba. Henry done his own stuff. Henry was a scary footballer. Henry used to pick up that ball on the left. You didn't know what was going to happen next. You just didn't know he could do things by himself. Drogba couldn't do things by himself. It was made for him. That's the thing. So, and then Etu's kind of mix of both.
Etu
could do both. Etu could do things himself in bit parts, but also
Etu was my guy.
Yeah.
I swear, I used to love watching that guy play, man. Deadly.
He I don't think he ever went through a bad spell with any club.
Nah.
With any club.
Mallorca, anyone.
Cameroon,
Everyone. He used to bang. Nah, Etu's deadly.
He is deadly. But just for me, between him and Henry, I just think in a one-off game, Henry at his peak.
Wait.
Henry at his peak.
What was his peak? What year? 03 or 04? Invincibles. Because when you look at it,
even maybe even slightly before that as well. Maybe a year. Maybe a year before that. But I'm saying that even forget the team. Obviously, the team was invincible, whatever. But he was scary. I don't care what Man United fan you call him. When we used to play Arsenal, my heart was beating.
Yeah.
Henry was on the team sheet, because you just don't know what he's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? With Drogba, I kind of know what he's gonna do. Don't get bullied. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna go pick it up on the left, beat two guys, do what he's doing, whatnot. Etu
can do that.
Yeah, Etu can do that, but not.
He
to
might not. Yeah.
Not to like Henry. So for me, it would be start Henry, sub Etu, and then sell Drogba. Okay. So I don't think that's a hard one. To be fair, I don't think that's a hard one.
What do you think we should do for next week for the show? Because we aired the show on Monday, it drops on Friday for the preview. We was thinking of doing start sub sell Scholes, Lampard, and Gerrard this week.
I think that one would be good.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah,
I think that one would be good.
I want to do that.
But yeah, we all know who's gonna get sold, but it'll be good.
Nah, you see, it's so subjective. Some people you speak to Some people who you speak to don't rate Scholes. You know. You know, shout out my guy Nacy.
Who don't rate Scholes? Nacy.
You hate.
But come on, Nacy don't know about football already. But we already know this though. I've been telling you lot this. And you ain't listening to me.
Nacy don't like Scholes.
Yeah,
he said he's egg and bacon.
Listen, see what I'm saying? It's all personal for thing. Egg and bacon and all that sort of. Poor Scholes. Yeah, when they took him out the England team to accommodate Frank Lampard, when they put Scholes on the left,
that was
back in the
tragic.
day.
But that was a sign though.
Did you see what they did to Germany, him and Gerrard in the middle? Did you see what they did to Germany? But they didn't have enough time to flourish that relationship, because when Lampard was coming in and you had to fit in Lampard and shove Scholes left. That's why Scholes retired. I'm not doing this shift on the left when I'm clearly better than Lampard in the middle. And I've shown simple. Lampard's definitely getting sold. There's no one that can tell me in a one-off game. I'll sell Lampard.
Because Gerrard can do both sides.
Me personally, I would sell Lampard, I would sub Scholes, and I would start Gerrard.
Oh, you start Gerrard?
Yeah, Gerrard can do more things. He can drive a team forward. I've seen him do it.
No, I'm starting Scholes.
I'm not starting Scholes, because Scholes needs a Keane. Scholes needs a Keane.
Yeah, but don't Gerrard need an Alonso?
No. Because what it is that Gerrard can cover more ground. He's got that passing. He can shoot. We're talking about one-off game here.
Yeah, Scholes can shoot. He can pass.
That's great, but I think with Scholes,
the tackling back
with Scholes,
let someone else do that. We're talking about big game. I want to win the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think you can nullify Scholes more than Gerrard.
I'll never forget that game though. Liverpool West Ham FA Cup final. That's the day I said, yeah, Gerrard is one of the best right now. He bossed that game. Yeah, AC Milan comeback.
AC Milan, look at the way he drove his team forward. He can do that.
Yeah,
Gerrard can do that. I'm a Man United fan. I hate Liverpool.
Yeah, but look at that game. There's one game when Scholes even scored that game against Barcelona that took us to the final. He was immense that day, man.
Yeah, he was immense, but it was backs against the wall that game. That's for sure.
No, because it was 0-0 first leg. I think Ronaldo missed a penalty. Then Scholes, that's what I'm thinking of, and then Scholes scored.
Yeah,
but yeah,
they dominated us in that game.
So yeah, guys. So catch us next week. Hopefully, I'll be in better spirits. You know, United win. I'll be in a better mood.
Newcastle ain't won this season, have they, either?
And that is fitting that they'll come to Old Trafford and Benitez will get 3 points.
Listen, United fans, don't worry. Just wait for the ball.
Give a PSA. Give a PSA to United fans. Don't panic.
Don't panic. Don't fall for the social
Kev, don't
media.
panic, bro.
Yeah, don't fall for the Kevs and all these guys out there. The panic button, the memes, all that. Just relax. Wait to see what Woodward chooses. If he chooses Pogba or he chooses Woodward.
When is this decision due?
But this is why people need to start putting the pressure on Woodward and stop trying to pick, I'm on Mourinho's side or I'm on Pogba's side. No. I'm waiting for what side Woodward's on, because that's the one that matters. Doesn't matter what we think.
Yeah.
It's what you think.
Alright, guys. Till next week. Peace.